Hello out there, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel, Paul's World of Entertainment. This video, I'm going to be talking about the game, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Denver Broncos, Week 2, Game 2 of the Pittsburgh Steelers season. Um, the First of all, the bottom line is the Steelers did get the win, and that was good. Obviously, that's important. And Ben Roethlisberger looked good, looked more comfortable, looked like he's getting back into the swing of things and being under center and being in charge of the game. And so the defense was okay. They did come up with another turnover. However, they did give up some touchdowns. They gave up a lot of yards, and definitely concerned with with the defense giving up the scoring, the touchdowns against a backup quarterback on a team that is not considered to be all that good. And the offense, Benny Snell fumbled again, and so that makes the first two games of the season, and Benny Snell fumbled in each game. That's a bad pattern. And he's of course the backup running back James Conner, and you still need him to be strong, even though he is a backup. It's more important now than, of course, in years past when a backup running back would hardly be used. Backup running backs are used quite a bit now. It's really running back by committee throughout the NFL. So it is important that Benny Snell takes care of the football, and you just can't have those turnovers. Those will kill a team. That also being said, the Steelers also were not running the football a whole lot. Ben was throwing a lot, and I also feel that's a mistake. And including in parts of the game where they're trying to run the clock, and they should be running the football to really run the clock, and they're still throwing. And they finally got back to running the ball in the last series of the game, and James Conner broke out a long run. That's something I don't know why they weren't trusting him to run the ball. He did not fumble. Benny Snell did. And so at this point, at least run with Conner as much as you can without really running him ragged. But James Conner is supposed to be your workhorse, and he is supposed to be your number one running back. And I don't know why they weren't running him before then. They finally did in the last series of the game, but if you look at the previous couple series leading up to that, they basically were just throwing the football. And I can't. I think it's definitely important to stick to the running game, especially with the lead. And they had a double-digit lead, and they were throwing the football. They went for it on fourth down when they were up by double digits. They did that twice. They succeeded once and failed once. And when they failed, they ended up giving Denver really good field position, and that's a great way to let a team back into a football game. I don't understand those calls either. If you are down and if you're trying to come back in a game, going for it on fourth down, I understand. But if they were up by double digit points, why are you going for it on fourth down? Why are you not running the football? You're throwing the football, and you're up by double digits, and there's no reason for it. So those are my two biggest criticisms coming from the game, is that they didn't seem to want to run the football until the very, very end, and they And of course, the turnover with Benny Snell, that also hurts. But also going for it on fourth down twice when you're up by up by double digit points. Why? And obviously, if you hit it both times, you could really get the game in hand. But you already had the game in hand, or at least it appeared to be in hand by your one failure. You really let the other team back into the game. So, at the same time, this is a team that does have a lot of weapons on offense and a premier elite defense. So I fully expect them to get better as the season progresses. The Steelers are notorious for starting slowly, but when you can start slowly and still win, that yeah, that's nice. And that's now the thing is the level of competition that they have faced in these first couple games hasn't been overly high, and obviously the competition is going to get much tougher as the season goes along. But typically the Steelers also play better as the season goes along. They're usually a very slow starting team to a season. So, I for whatever that would be worth, I I do expect them to get stronger as the season goes along. But that'll do it for this video. And please hit the like button, and also please subscribe to my channel. And other than that, everybody have a wonderful evening.